Yeah. So I'm not gonna be on here long, but I am gonna let it be known that I see everybody kind of talking about certain things, but you know, I think differently. I don't look for certain narratives. And I'm gonna say one thing too, bro. I put out simple facts on videos in boxing. And dudes, I see dudes, they'll try to argue with other people. They don't argue with me on certain points because yeah, dudes just want to argue, man. But I see people be trying to hate when the truth come out. When I say something about the truth, like I'm sitting here quoting Mike Tyson. Like men in boxing are some of the weakest creatures on earth. Like mentally, like a lot of y'all never boxed before, don't really fight in real life. I'm just gonna be real. This is like a little mini rant right now, but this is real talk. None of y'all really fight in real life. Not really looking for no smoke. They sitting around here quoting 50 Cent talking about get the strap because that's all they gonna really do. Ain't really about no kind of smoke for real. They watch boxing because they ain't never been in a fight. But I'm just saying, a lot of these dudes, man, you sit here and quote Mike Tyson about something, and dudes be mad. I literally quote Mike Tyson and people get mad about certain talking points in boxing. Like we got some of the most weakest men, like in boxing. American men in boxing is some of the most weakest creatures right now, man. Just be real. Talking points ain't good. You ain't making no kind of sense. We got guys who can barely speak English that know more about your fighter than you do. Like, bro, step y'all game up over here, bro, for real. Cause stuff I be seeing as far as conversations and debates, it get old, man. Then I gotta have these dudes, fans, come over here and repeat something that they said. They get old after a while. Everybody run around saying the same thing. Same thing. These conversations be getting old after a while, man. That's why I ain't even gonna jump into it yet. These dudes be hating so much in boxing. They don't want to see nobody. They don't want to see a real winner. They game banging in boxing. It ain't no man, no real warriors, man. Dudes who really about their life in boxing, they don't even watch boxing like that no more. I'm gonna be real. The real legends in boxing and stuff like they don't watch boxing like that. Unless it's a big fight or something. They ain't checking in on these dudes like that. The fights ain't like what y'all seen. Y'all saying certain things, but I see definitely what's going on. But I've been to this little. But what's crazy though, people talking about this Tank Davis sparring, it's gonna come back to hunt a lot of people because this conversation I'm gonna say today, I bet people gonna try to carry this narrative. After I say it, watch what happened after the day. Cause that Frank Martin sparring, I'm gonna bring that up today. A lot of people think they know boxing. We gonna find out how much people really know boxing. Oh, I been knew about Frank Martin. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna definitely see. We gonna see how long y'all been knowing about Frank Martin. We gonna find out. It's gonna be funny. We gonna find out. We gonna definitely find out how much you know today. These dudes is not really boxing fans no more. For real. That's why now I don't even want to hear no dudes complaining about no boxing. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. Don't care about what Tank doing. Only somebody who can really been looking at. If you really can't hold everybody accountable, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got dudes who trying to stand up and speak up for all boxing fans. When you already biased, like, just sit back, man. Be a fan of your guy and sit back. Be a fan. You know what fans do? Fans cheer. Fans don't try to break down fights, and just be a fan of your guy and that's it. That's all that need to be going on. Because nobody right now is talking about Frank Martin sparring. Him sparring Tank Davis, nobody wants to bring that up. That's what's funny to me. Something happened in that sparring. That's what I know. Something happened in that sparring, and I've been trying to find out for a long time. But for some reason, we got everybody trying to find out about that Devin Haney sparring. I want to know what happened in that Frank Martin sparring. I've been waiting on that for over a year now. Ain't nobody gonna ask about that sparring? Man, dudes don't want to hear about no sparring stories, man. That's why I know everybody capping. Frank Martin finna fight Tank. We don't want to hear about they sparring? Nah, these dudes but they worry about Devin Haney sparring though. But it's a Frank Martin tape out there. Ain't nobody bringing that up. Why would Tank fight a guy that he just sparred? Was the sparring that good? What happened? People have messed up when they brought that conversation up. Was the sparring that good against Tank? Was Frank Martin sparring that good against Tank? That now they have to fight. Why I don't hear no stories about that right now? See, I'm gonna start. Hey, I'm the guy who's gonna be asking about that for the next couple of months. I've been waiting on hearing about that or tape for about a year now. That happened over a year. I ain't heard nothing about that fight. Everybody hushing on that. And I doubt Frank Martin would jump in the ring with Tank Davis after getting beat up in sparring. I highly doubt that. So what happened in that sparring? Yeah, let's worry about Devin Haney. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I'm finna see how much respect Tank finna be giving Frank Martin before the fight. It's a lot of things going on because it sounded like Tank wanted to fight. Did Frank Martin get the best of Tank? Or was he catching him in sparring? What was going on? Because I know body language. And when I seen Frank Martin get interviewed after that Tank Davis sparring, Frank Martin looked very, very confident. Very confident. And I seen that right after the sparring. So while people running around talking about, yeah, the Devin Haney tape, ain't no Frank Martin tape gonna ever come out, I don't think. If I had to bet a lot of money on it, I would highly doubt the tape would come out. The closest tape we'll get is them fighting live in the ring. But I don't think Frank Martin would jump in the ring with Tank after the Shakur Stevenson situation, knowing that he just sparred with Tank. So he's gonna fight a guy that he sparred already. He knows what's up. Sound like Tank wants some get back because I had a feeling. That's why I said last year, don't be surprised about Frank Martin because I ain't hear nobody jumping online talking about they cracked Frank Martin sparring. I have yet to hear that yet. If anybody can let me know on the internet, if Tank said he cracked Frank Martin in the sparring they had, let me know. Because dudes said they know boxing online. They've been following Tank for years. Okay, we go prove yourself. 'Cause I can prove myself too. I know everything about every sparring match. We don't even talk about stuff like that. But Frank Martin getting a pay-per-view fight with Tank after sparring him, I ain't hear nobody in the boxing game sit up here and say Tank cracked Frank Martin in sparring they had. They actually sparred. So why would Tank want to fight with a guy he sparred? Nobody's asking this stuff. Man, these dudes ain't boxing fans, man. That's what I'm saying. Tank taking advantage of these guys, and I will too. Tank taking advantage of them with the money. I'm gonna take advantage of them with the info. Because Frank Martin, he's at the top of the list right now. He's past Lomachenko. He ain't Tank ain't looking towards Lomachenko. He looking towards Frank Martin after a sparring match. I knew Frank Martin got was getting him in that sparring match. I knew it. This proves it right here. This proves it. I'm telling you, with the evidence I have, yeah, I've been looking close at that situation. This proves it right here. I don't hear no rah-rah. I'm gonna go back and look tonight, and I'm gonna look and try to find some stories on some guys that was around that fight, because it was a lot of guys in that ring, around that boxing ring when they were sparring, and I haven't heard a story about that yet. But for some reason, we getting guys from 10 years ago that was right there when Devin Haney and Tank was sparring. Yeah, I'm glad they reminded me about that. I'm like, oh yeah, they reminded me. Tank and Frank Martin did spar, huh? I forgot this was the reason why I thought the fight was gonna happen. Yeah, Frank Martin got the best of that man, as far as the best that he could, better than everybody else could. Because I ain't never heard of Tank jumping in the ring with no sparring partner. As far as in a pay-per-view, I ain't heard that yet. I've been watching Tank for a long time. I don't remember him jumping in the ring with no sparring partners. Probably Rolly. He probably fought Rolly before. Ryan Garcia, I don't know. Maybe. But we know Tiafimo, yeah, he boxed him before. But with this situation right here, I don't know. I doubt that. I know Frank Martin ain't saying, yeah, let me go in there with Tank, turn down Shakur Stevenson, and knowing I don't got a good chance against Tank Davis. And we know Tank likes to break up sparring. I haven't seen that one time in the last 2 years that sparring been spoken about and Tank haven't spoken about it. Only when Frank Martin comes up. I ain't heard Tank say nothing about destroying Frank Martin in sparring. I seen dudes' faces kind of like, oh, after the sparring. I was looking around at the guys. When Frank Martin was talking, I'm looking at the other guys behind him. I'm like, they looking like it was a 50-50 fight just now they just seen. What's going on? What Tank it? Oh, he ain't around? Oh, okay. Everybody interviewing Frank Martin? What's going on? Ooh, what he do? See, everybody think about Devin Haney right now. I seen that 10 years ago. I seen that fight live. The 2 minutes, yeah, I seen the whole fight live. But I'm talking about this Frank Martin fight? Nah, I ain't seen that. I seen how everybody's face was looking after that fight, though. I ain't seen reporters running around. Hey, Tank, where you at? I ain't see that. Tank must have been out of there by then. I don't know. I don't know why he got out of there so fast. Maybe he had a plane to catch or something. I don't know. But he in the ring now with a guy he just sparred not too long ago. I don't know. Tank ain't used to doing that. He don't waste his time on guys he sparred before. What's going on? Why everybody talking about that match? Why everybody so quiet now? I'm telling you, that man got the best of Tank probably in a lot of situations. A lot of situations. It only makes sense. He would not waste his time jumping in the ring with Frank Martin right now without a good reason. I'm letting everybody know that without a good reason. For some reason, he said, man, forget Eastside Cruz right now. Forget Eastside Cruz. Y'all ain't heard what Eastside Cruz said, did you? Eastside Cruz said he was told that, hey, you gonna get this fight not too long ago. I guess Tank Davis was like, man, that sparring still on my mind. Make that Frank Martin fight. That's what did y'all hear what Frank Martin said? Oh, y'all got some good news coming in. So somebody came to Frank Martin and told him about the fight. This is after he done sparred Tank. He's got an offer from Tank to fight. And I don't think it's because Frank Martin got smashed. I haven't heard anybody say Frank Martin got smashed in sparring. And there was a lot of media guys around. That's why I try to tell y'all, these media guys, they be always having some footage and always be around, but they ain't got nothing to say, huh? They just interviewing guys these days, right? Yeah, all right. Okay. Keep listening to these guys you want to. Keep listening to them you want to. Frank Martin showed up. He showed out that day. It wasn't nobody saying, yeah. They was looking like, woof. And Tank was out of there. And everybody had a camera in Frank Martin's face. I didn't think about it too much then, but I did think about it a lot. I definitely did think about it a lot. And I think this might have been before Frank Martin got his last 2 wins. I'm not sure. But when he did spar Tank Davis, I knew then, okay, he's going to be a possible fight. Because I haven't seen people faces look like this after Tank sparred a guy. You got reporters all around. They interviewing Frank Martin. Go back and look. Tell me I'm lying. Look at everybody interviewing Frank Martin. Look at everybody in the room. Frank Martin ain't bruised up. He don't look tired. He ain't damaged. He ain't huffing and puffing. He ain't nothing. He look like he just had dinner. Frank Martin look like he just had dinner after he fought, after he sparred Tank. I hope everybody know this, because we talking about the Devin Haney sparring. That's cool. That is all right. That Devin Haney sparring, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? That was a classic fight. But them same guys from 10 years ago, they can show up better than the guys from a year ago. They talk about Frank Martin. I highly doubt it. Tank a smart guy. See what's going on there. They try to stick Tank in there with everybody. Kind of like how Canelo does. Canelo, he'll jump in there with whoever Benavidez fought, he's jumping in there with. So they're like, yeah, Tank, we're going to test you this guy. Let's see what this Frank Martin guy do. Okay. Didn't go how he planned it. It went all the way left. That's how this fight coming together, I'm telling you. They already said it. Oh, yeah, Tank picks the fights. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, yeah, Tank does pick the fights. Yeah. Tank did jump online and told Eastside Cruz, leave me alone right now. Oh, okay. He got somebody else on his mind. Frank Martin? Okay. Why he had Frank Martin on his mind? Now, y'all notice ain't nobody else said this yet. I don't know. I don't go to everybody's page. Maybe they do. Maybe they did. But I know this 100% facts, what I'm talking about. Why is Frank Martin getting interviewed like he just won game 7 after he sparred Tank? I can't have nobody tell me that right now, though. But they going to tell me about Devin Haney 10 years ago. And the bad thing about it is, I said last week, I don't know about that Frank Martin fight right now anyway, even though I want it. Because everybody talking about a sparring match right now. Tank just basically announced his fight coming up. And we like, yeah, what about the sparring match, though? People don't really want no facts in boxing, man. That's really what it is. We see it now. I already know how it goes, man. I've been watching boxing way before dudes even jumped towards the Tank Davis. Before Tank was on the McGregor card or all that kind of stuff. I've been know what's going on. This is nothing new. They been sparring guys. Been doing that. But everybody act like, yeah, I know about Frank Martin. No, you don't. Because when I was questioning Frank Martin situation after that sparring. For sure, for sure. Now 135 crowded, and Tank like, yeah, let me get that Frank Martin fight. I know Frank Martin is a highly ranked guy, but he ain't trying to deal with that backlash or whatever it is. It's a cloud over him somehow. Somehow it's a cloud over him. Because he took that fight. That explains everything now. People definitely running with certain narratives right now in boxing. That's one of them. They don't even know why he picked Frank Martin. They choosing all kind of reasons and why. He sparred the man. And it was very close. Close enough to where Frank Martin laughing and yeah, you know what I'm saying? I felt good. I feel like I did great. You know what I'm saying? I was just no Tank, but shoot, regular guy to me. But you know, and I'm a Tank fan. But at the same time, I'm a realist. I know who a dog and who not. Just because somebody got a right hand and things like that, that don't mean he a dog. That don't. Frank Martin went in there and had dinner that night. Tank was out of there. I'm like, hold on, what Tank at? Why they ain't taking no picture? Hold on, usually Tank, he'll take a picture with somebody he sparred or something. I wonder if they took a picture. I probably highly doubt that too. Now I got to look into that situation. See, people don't know. Like, I don't just go to the internet and go to boxing news and hit boxing news and come up with stories. I come up with these stories on my own because I really know what be going on sometimes. I get stuff wrong a lot of times, but definitely know what's going on. Definitely know. Trust me. You can ask Canelo right now dancing around with Munguia and Berlanga. Definitely know what be going on. And this situation right here, that fight with Frank Martin and Tank, that's probably going to be way closer than what I thought. Well, I knew it was going to be a close fight back then, even when, like I said, the sparring, it said something. I just don't know who was there. I wish I could know who was there. If somebody said something, a headline, a tweet, I'm finna go look for it all. Find out who was at the sparring match. See if I can see if somebody was there from footage. But something happened. That situation is just, that's been sealed right now. Nobody discussing that fight. That's the biggest secret in boxing right now. We think that Devin Haney and man, let me tell you something. We might see the whole footage. I'll say this: we'll definitely see the whole footage of Devin Haney versus Tank before we see Tank versus Frank Martin footage. We'll never see that footage. I can almost guarantee that. That footage will never pop up again. Ain't no way that footage can pop up after all this time. And these guys finna have a fight made. Like, I'm for real. I'm trying to put myself in Tank's shoes. If I was in Tank's shoes, I sparred Frank Martin, and I'm finna fight him. The only reason I'll be fighting Frank Martin right now is I'm paranoid if it's a tape out there of the sparring. And Frank Martin did such a good job that I don't want him to have no kind of credibility over me as far as him getting the best of me or being close. So let me go ahead and get him in the ring. Because, you know, in their mind, Frank Martin, he's a contender now. So he's not like, yeah, let me go ahead and spar Tank again. You know, he ain't finna do that. So the only way Tank can get him in the ring right now is paying him. And I knew Tank was gonna do that. As soon as the Shakur Stevenson situation went away, I said Frank Martin, he with Earl Spence. He ain't gonna let no situation like that go away unless he can get in a bigger fight. And he got a bigger fight. But this fight got a lot more history than people realize. Frank Martin ain't ducking no smoke, man. That's what people starting to realize now. Last year they said his last performance was bad. Hey man, styles make fights. I said it once and I'm gonna say it again. Frank Martin been fighting guys like Tank Davis all his life. Short, stocky guys, a lot of power. Everybody in America got guys that can punch like that. Everybody don't box, you know what I'm saying? Because Tank got a lot of discipline. But hey, it's a lot of guys around that can box like that. That's why Frank Martin was able to hold his own. Tank know that. Tank definitely knows that this is a huge fight coming up. It's gonna have Benavidez on the co-main event, but it's gonna be a huge fight for Tank. But it's also gonna have people questioning, like, okay, how close is Tank to other guys now? He had a close fight with Frank Martin. So people gonna see, but Frank Martin a good fighter though. But it's gonna be a very good fight though. And from what I'm seeing behind the scenes, I don't see Ryan Garcia leaking nothing like that out right now. I don't think he'll ever get that footage. It's crazy because I wasn't even thinking about all this until this morning. I was gonna do some research and look up some videos because that's the best kept secret right now. It really is. All these sparring videos popping up this week. I'm glad they did that though, because I would have never remembered that Frank Martin got in the ring. I forgot this whole time. It happened a while ago. It was a while ago. And I wasn't running around saying, yeah, Tank finna fight his sparring partner. So I forgot he even sparred him. But the fact that I know that it was a good fight and a hard, tough fight, that's what happens when you try to test everybody. There's a lot of guys out here hungry, man. Everybody don't look at $1 million the same way. Yeah, Frank Martin definitely hungry. And he's getting paid too. Now he gonna have money on the line this time? Oh man, please. He gonna have money on the line this time. It's gonna be a hard thing to kind of pass up right now. And I try to tell people all the time. They think they know what's going on in Boston, man. Dudes don't be knowing what's going on, man. A lot of time what's going on, dudes be trying to win a popularity contest. They don't care about keeping the facts. Because the facts show right now, he ain't doing what he supposed to. Not when it come to grabbing certain competition. I ain't heard Frank Martin name come up yet. But he in the ring. And it's a good reason why. Frank Martin sparring this dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I already explained everything in this, man. I told people all the time. People don't want to hear the real truth, so I just let people find out later on through other boxing outlets. But I just been telling everything throughout, man. I ain't heard nobody come through my channel and say I got clickbait on here. That's one thing I realized. And I don't beg nobody to listen. Because this is you can't beg nobody to come get some gold. But this is fast. But my thing is, like, dudes ain't even proving. A lot of people say, yeah, Tank my favorite fighter. Like, prove it then, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, find out the exclusive. Like, what's going on? If that's your favorite fighter, prove it, man. Like, honestly, They ain't trying to put no money in on that. Bro, the stuff that's going on now, I seen that Frank Martin sparring. Well, I ain't see the video, but I seen what I needed to see. It looked like it was close, buddy. That was not something they wanted to have done close. But that was definitely close. Hey, they better find out what to do. Definitely need to find out, cause to have stuff that close, it definitely went bad. That fight was close. Uh, that boy Frank Martin went in there throwing them blows, man. And people do not want to speak on that. That's funny. That's hilarious to me. Yeah, Frank Martin out here dominating, man. People don't even care. The whole sparring match. And you have dudes actually thinking that they know what they talking about when it comes to situations like this. Just be hating, bro. Straight up. Don't even know. Yeah, you fighting him because of this situation. Like Shakira said, man, the fight went good till Tank took it. They wasn't even making a big deal. But he definitely wasn't ducking though. I did say that. He wasn't ducking the fight. Yeah, man, they just don't wanna they don't wanna admit the truth when they hear it, man. A lot of these guys, man, they don't want to admit the truth. That's why I be saying dudes be like, yeah, I be want to talk about Boston. Yeah, okay. We can gladly do that if you know what you're talking about. They don't know what they be talking about. They don't know anything they be speaking of when it comes to Boston. And this is one of the situations where it prove it. I ain't hear nobody saying so. Yeah, man, these narratives starting to go away, bro. I'm glad too, though. It's too much going on. Yeah, cause it's definitely putting in work right now, man. It's crazy the situation we got going on in Boston, man. These dudes, they pushing so many narratives. That's why Canelo doing what he want to do right now. These dudes talking about sparring. Yeah, I'll tell you about sparring. You want to hear about sparring? I'll tell you about that, definitely. Cause what I heard, Frank Martin was in an amazing sparring match with Gervonta Tank Davis. And it look like he held his own big time. He holding his own like that in the sparring match? Wow. He holding his own in the sparring match, man. I've been telling these folks. But they don't want to put in no work though. They don't understand the situation that's going on in boxing. They think they know everything that's going on right now. Frank Martin been putting in work in this dude in the ring, earning his spot in sparring. And don't nobody want to hear about it. They mad. But they'll give you a reason why they think he having a fight though. They'll definitely tell you why. Oh yeah, he having a fight because this reason. Yeah, I know why he wants it. Fight too close right now. Some kind of footage floating around. That's definitely what it is. Somebody got the footage floating around right now. The media guys seen the sparring match. See, they got a chance to see the sparring match and everything. That's like, I ain't even gonna speak on it. I ain't even gonna say what I want to say. Well, they done seen the sparring match already between Frank Martin and Tank Davis. So if you want to guess who got a better idea of when the fight, I'll let you know. Or who knows best, or who can know better than we do, or who probably knows better than we do, or more than we do. I can definitely let you know who that is. Yeah, this situation getting out of hand now. We got dudes chasing down old sparring matches because it was 50-50. That's crazy. We still got good fights out there though. They can definitely make a lot of good fights right now. But I don't know, man. He doing his thing right now, man. He definitely doing his thing. He letting everybody know. Frank Martin a huge threat right now. He putting everybody on notice. That's why I'm surprised these guys sitting over here talking about the sparring match between him and Devin. Man, don't ever come in here with that stuff, man. I'm just letting it be known right now. This ain't one of them channels, bro. For real, for real. This man got the best to do in the sparring, and we don't even want to bring it up at all. Nobody mentions it. I haven't heard many words spoken about that at all. I heard the media guys reporting it. I definitely heard them report it. They said, yeah, you know, from what we seen, good match. Frank Martin said he held his own. You know what I'm saying? So that's surprising to me. He said, yeah, he held his own. I held my own. Woof. That means somebody was getting worked in there. That's definitely what that means. Hey, that's what I'm gonna put that out there. I'm gonna have to address this later on, but I'm gonna leave this out there right now. But I'm definitely gonna address this again later on though. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.